Ladies and gentlemen, is there an equivalent? Is there a politician that could be the equivalent of Mike Pence or Paul Ryan or Liz Cheney or Adam Kinzinger? If you wonder why you have Democrats in red states as senators or governors, you have to ask yourself, well, if there were never Bidens or never Hillarys within the Democratic Party, who's the equivalent of Kinzinger or Cheney? Okay, there are no never Bidens, never Trumpers. Kamala Harris will always support Biden. Okay, Biden will always support the Democratic Party. He was a vice president as well. So there's never going to be, or at least right now, there is no opposition within the Democratic Party to other Democrats. They walk in lockstep, they circle the wagons always, and they are completely unified, almost always the most loyal, obedient political, the politicians are extremely loyal. It's a machine. It's a well-oiled machine. There are no never Bidens. Okay? There's nothing like the Lincoln Project or Mitt Romney or, publications like the National Review or other like publications. You will only see Biden is the best, Hillary Clinton is the best, Democrats are the best, and Trump is a monster who wants to devour democracy. That's it. That's all you'll see. It will be 100% of one viewpoint, and you will even get Jimmy Kimmel, Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert. You'll get former Twitter. Twitter used to be that way before Elon Musk. And that's it. Now we get to Pence. So Pence declines to support Trump if he's the 24 nominee. I'm confident we'll have better choices. Pence knows very well that Trump will run away with the nomination. It is Trump's political party because in terms of policies, he did a very good job. In terms of job performance, economic performance. Okay, his last year in office, you can't blame Trump for governors, Democratic governors, tanking their state economies. Okay, and that's not his fault. Can't blame him for that. But you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where The Guardian, Pence declines to support Trump if he's 24 nominee. CBS, Pence won't commit to supporting Trump if he's the nominee. And then you have like Nikki Haley and others running. You're looking at a situation where Mike Pence is a very interesting individual. He didn't really help create the monstrosity, but he sat back and allowed it to try and devour and take down Trump. So Mike Pence was instrumental in setting up and framing Michael Flynn. And Michael Flynn, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, literally did nothing wrong. He never committed a crime, and when they couldn't find a crime, they said he lied to Federal Bureau of Investigation agents. So, and there's no evidence that anyone has ever seen other than the opinion of two individuals. One was, I believe, kicked out of the Mueller probe because of contempt for Trump and then kicked out of the Bureau because of animosity towards Trump. But you have a situation where if you look at the Republican Party, it is Trump's political party because we had record low poverty in 2019. In 2019, the world was safer. The country was stronger. You look at what transpired and the apoplectic, hysterical response to a serious issue led by Democrats and bureaucrats and experts and media, and they were wrong on so much. They did everything possible to silence dissent. They basically took hold of every media narrative. Every major decision was filtered through the apoplectic, or I should say the morally superior sensibilities of oftentimes apoplectic, but always morally superior liberal Democrats. So they're such good people. But if you had a poll that said, hey, should we shut down economic activity again because you know what? You would probably get 30 to 40% of Democrats, maybe even 50% or 60%, who would say, yeah, no problem. That's a good thing. So you have people who don't really understand or comprehend the consequences of their behavior. Then you have Mike Pence and Republicans who will be more than willing to bask in whatever, media acceptance or glory. So you have Kinzinger and Cheney, you have others, Mitt Romney, and they must know that media doesn't really care for them. They must understand that liberal Democrats despise them. But it's a politics of strange bedfellows. Media and Democrats need the Never-Trumpers. The Never-Trumpers need media. And that's what this is all about. We're 90 seconds to midnight. And so we have a situation where Republicans have the House of Representatives. It is a complete change. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a huge, huge sea change that's taking place. We're going into 24. And look, it's a huge change, huge paradigm shift. It is going to be a huge, huge paradigm shift. And this channel is going to grow. We're over 200,000 subs, 203,000. But you're going to get impeachment of Biden for a number of issues, mainly because of emails that show clear violations of the law. If you say, well, that's not true, you'd have to read the New York Post reporting and the actual emails. You'd have to read the actual emails. But you have a situation where the Republican Party, I don't know. Like, I know Trump will do well. He'll get, almost half the electorate. You're never going to get a Republican winning the popular vote ever again, ever, because you have a public relations monstrosity that will never give, equal or favorable, not even favorable, objective media coverage, apolitical media coverage. It will always be an extension of the Democratic Party from here on out. Plus, you have very populist blue states, New York and California. You're never going to get a Republican again to win the popular vote. Okay? Last time that happened was what? When was that? 30 years ago? So I just don't know. If you have Never-Trumpers, if you have Republican state parties in Arizona and Georgia, and you have Never-Trumpers, just, they will not, they want to go back to the Republican Party of Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld. It'll never happen again. So you have Mike Pence saying, I think that there's a better choice than Trump. I'm a good Republican, a salt of the earth man that the government is investigating now because the government's going to investigate anyone around Trump. They're basically pretending with Biden, like, well, we have to be even-handed. That's more of a Clintonian type of situation right there. I think Hillary Clinton will be a 24 nominee. I just can't wait. She should be running now. They should just give her the nomination now. It'll be fantastic. We need Trump, Clinton, 2024. We need that as a country for a number of reasons. If you watch the channel, you know those reasons. But Pence won't support Trump. We already knew this, but it's 2023. It's March 3rd, 2023. You would think that maybe Pence, being investigated himself, you would think maybe he would say, maybe I have a change of heart. Maybe I'm just going to support the orange monster menace. Because maybe that's the best thing for this country. But he's beholden to media still. These are political creatures, political animals. Pence, like AOC, like Bernie Sanders, like Pelosi, these are political animals and creatures. They're actors. They are, this is a theatrical performance. The only person who isn't an actor, unfortunately, is Trump. Trump is the most honest politician. They say, oh, he lies. Go through everything Biden and Hillary and President Obama and every Democrat has said, compare it to what Trump has said, and use the same fact-checking methods. You will find far more lies and hyperbolic statements. Use the same fact-checking, okay? The same standard of checking the truthfulness of a statement, okay? They will slice and dice semantics of one word within a sentence Trump utters. And they'll say he's distorting with 3.675 Pinocchios. Washington Post says. But they don't do that with Democrats. Anyway, hit subscribe to this channel. I don't know if Trump can regain the Oval Office with this. With the Never Trump faction Give me your I want him to. The Never Trumpers don't see. It's a whole other story. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel right now.